Good evening. Hello, all the way from Wisconsin to wherever it is that you're watching us. I just wanted to take some time and chat with you, get to know me a little better. As you guys already know, I'm a mom of 6. I've adopted, I've fostered, I have biological children, a little bit of everything. I'm also, for a long time, I was a caregiver to my mom. She got sick a couple of years back and completely lost her independence for a while, and now she's back to her old self. It's crazy. It really is, because they pretty much told me to say my goodbyes to get my family here, and she pulled through. But I've seen her struggle so much. She was in the hospital for 3 months. I took care of her. I quit my job to just focus on taking care of my mom. She had a collapsed lung. She wasn't able to eat or drink anything for 3 months because her tumor was where the stomach and the esophagus connects. So I had to teach her how to eat and drink again. She was on tube feedings. She had a tube in her lung. God, it was crazy. It was a lot. So I just focused on teaching her how to walk, how to eat, how to move, how to gain her strength again. It was a lot. It was very hard. It was very challenging and very, very stressful. So from all that, this is just a little background. From there, I don't want to say I got depressed, because that's not really what happened to me. It was more of, I was just so overwhelmed with how much I had to do. I was starting my family with 5 kids. I went from 2 to 5 overnight, and my mom got sick. My mom got sick on my wedding day. Of all days, she got sick on my wedding day. So that alone was just a stressful situation. I've lived in Wisconsin 12 years. I was raised in California, Compton, California. I was born in Colima, but my mom is from Michoacan. So whenever people ask me, like, where are you from? I always say, oh, I'm from Michoacan, because that's all I know. My grandparents still live in Michoacan. I have a brother that lives in Michoacan. I have a brother and a sister that passed, and I have one brother here in Wisconsin. And that's my family. I have 6 kids. Growing up to a single parent, like a lot of you know, it was hard. My mom tried to overprotect me, I think, and because of that, a lot of things happened to me. Here she thought she was protecting me, but I was being molested and abused at home. Because she was a single parent, she bought a house it was a big house. She used to rent rooms out. She had a motorhome trailer house in the back, and these people were coming in and out of the house. And so that's where all that happened, or how that happened. She finally found out. I finally told her. Well, she found out when I was 13, because I tried to at 13 because of all of the things that had happened to me. I have never considered myself a victim, or maybe I have, but as an adult, if all of these things hadn't happened to me, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So I love to say this, and you're going to hear me say it time and time again. I never lose. To me, it's always a lesson and experience. It's never a loss. So whatever happened, had to happen, because that was in my path, and it's part of the reason why I am who I am today and the person that I am today. You guys will hear a lot about all these things, because we're going to touch topics on this, on abuse, on all of the things. So you hear a little bit more detail of who Joanna. I have daddy issues with being raised by a single parent, it takes on a lot, and some of those issues are my daddy issues. So didn't really have a father figure. To me, I was lucky and blessed to have a man in my life that I love dearly. He really is my uncle, but you would never hear me call him uncle ever. To me, he's my papi. And he is my mom's baby brother. There's like 10, 12 years difference between my mom and him. But he's the closest thing I have to a father. He is my best friend. He is my gay best friend. Come on. He's the best. Me and him are super close. I love him. So I've always considered myself to be like a happy, bubbly person. But I have that face that just like, oh, what a bitch. I do. And I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm really not that big of a bitch. Well, I can be. Let me tell you, I can be. But I'm really not. But with everything that I've had to live through, at some point I just lost myself. I really did. And I recently found myself again. I had a brain tumor and I had surgery back in January. So it's barely going to be a year. And since then, that was my wake up call. That was like, Joanna, what are you doing? You are not being the best version of yourself. You are not living your best life. And it really sucks that it took that scary moment for me to open my eyes and realize that I was holding back, that I was not happy within me, and that I had a lot of things to work on. So now at work, even they call me Positive Pam because I try to look at the best case scenario in every situation. Yes, I have bad days. Yes, there's days that I just don't want to get up from bed. I like to say, hay depresión y a veces estoy depresiva. So I tried to hide it for a long time. I really did. I kept it to myself because I didn't want to scare my mom, my husband, my kids. But going through that taught me so much. I was surviving. I wasn't thriving. I was surviving. And I was like, really? I'm not doing what makes me happy. And I'm starting to do that now. I was always putting everybody else first. I didn't know who I was. So I've changed in so many ways. So many ways. I don't hold back anymore. So there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. And hopefully you guys can see the transformation. So I can honestly say that it took that moment for me to put myself first as a priority, because I said, you know what? I'm not gonna go down without a fight. I'm a fighter. My mama didn't raise no bitch. If we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down with a fight. But I prepared for the worst case scenario because I have children, because I have a family, I have friends that love me. I have a great support system. So I need to be selfish and put myself first. And I did. I fought with everything I had, but just in case, I started living my best life. I started doing what Joanna wanted to do for a change. So it's been a learning process. I did prepare. I didn't think I was going to make it. God is good. So what else? Let's see. I've been married for 16 years. It's been a rough 16 years. It hasn't been easy by any means. And honestly, I don't know if this will be my happily ever after, but I cannot focus. I cannot control what's going to happen in a year, in 2 years. I need to live in the now, in this very moment. And so that's where I put my focus. Let's see what else we got. I work full time, and I have my 6 kids. And as crazy as it sounds, sometimes I feel like I want more. I feel like there's so many kids out there that need a loving home, and I have so much love to give. Matter of fact, I just got home from work. I put my PJs on and I'm eating dinner. But you're gonna get to know me a lot in this podcast, in this channel, and our social media. I'm very transparent, I feel. I like to always give my 2 cents. And I like to share my experience, you know. I try to learn to love myself, love my body, and value the little things more. Those things that we don't, just giving the chance to breathe, waking up another day, being able to see your kids healthy, see them smile. I appreciate those moments so much more after brain surgery, to be honest. I'm going to share with you guys pictures from my tumor after surgery. I was even wearing an eye patch for a couple months. When I woke up, I lost my sight. That was freaking scary. I couldn't really function on my right side because my tumor was on my right side. I had to rely a lot on my family. My husband took care of me the first couple of days. My kids would take me to the restroom because I couldn't walk. I couldn't even hold a friggin' cup up. My daughters were giving me Jello and soft foods because I couldn't even open my mouth. I couldn't see. But here we are now. Not as healthy as I would like to be because I got some pounds to lose now because I did a whole lot of nothing for 9 months. But one thing I can tell you is that this is the closest thing to the person that I want to be. This is as close as I've ever been to being the best Joanna that I can be. It's hard at days. Sometimes I don't want to do it. I just want to throw in the towel. But like I said, I will not quit. I will not give up on myself because I deserve to be happy. I deserve to do what I want. I deserve to enjoy my life. We're only in this earth for such a small amount of time. I don't understand why we have to be miserable in it. So, come on, let's go. Let's see where this road takes us.